Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time, welcome. Glad you can be here. So, you know what? If I don't do this track, eventually you cats are going to riot, man. If I had to guess, this is the #1 requested song on my channel. And I'm finally getting around to it. I've done some other Task Force, some Jehst, some Chester, as you know. This will be my first time I hear Braintax. I have heard there's a little bit of controversy about him. I really don't know the full story, but something to do about money being stolen or whatever. Don't want to get into that, obviously. But that's kind of the reason why maybe I was dragging my feet a little bit more on this track. I was worried about, because once in a while someone would recommend it and then somebody would come in and talk shit. So anyway, my boy 36 Chambers reached out to me and said, man, if you love UK hip hop, you got to check out this song. This is one of the greatest songs from the past. So I'm going to do that. No more talking. Going to jump in. All these guys, man, other than Braintax, I don't know. But Jehst and Pharma and Chester are all friggin' animals, man. And I love everything they do that I've heard so far. So I'm going to jump right in.
Years ago, before space travel was either near or real, writers were sending their heroes into orbit with their pens.
Before that, I gotta stop it before it gets too far. I love that piano, man. It's so friggin' sweet. So many UK casts, man. The instrumentals are so beautiful. Like I could just listen to that all day as I'm working. That's.
Writers were sending their heroes into orbit with their pens.
I'm the spaceman type, chewing meteoric porridge. The asteroid arsenal's beefing up my courage. The lunar base burglars, sunspots burn you up. I'll be shooting stars at Mars, the planet murderer. My spaceship's...
Man, it's gonna be one of those. I mean, Chester's just jumped on this already, and it's 28 seconds in. He's only had about 8 seconds worth of time on here, and he's already blowing my freaking mind with this imagery. I'm gonna bring it all the way back. I gotta catch all this again.
Meteoric porridge, the asteroid arsenal.
Not far enough.
Or real. Writers were sending their heroes into orbit with their pens.
I'm the spaceman type, chewing meteoric porridge. The asteroid arsenal's beefing up my courage. The lunar base burglars, sunspots burn you up. I'll be shooting stars at Mars, the planet murderer. My spaceship's...
Be shooting stars at Mars, the planet murderer?
Sunspots burn you up. I'll be shooting stars at Mars, the planet murderer. My spaceship's flying. A red dwarf alliance, drying up the Milky Way's galactic pirates.
Drying up the Milky Way? Come on now.
A red dwarf alliance, drying up the Milky Way's galactic pirates. Sub-that astronaut, my mind can't be rescued. I sniff stardust, manufactured off Neptune. I'm the cosmic gypsy, tipsy from plutonian whiskey. This freaky alien from Pluto gives me my soldiers.
I'm tipsy off petroleum whiskey that some freaky alien gives me. Oh my goodness. Oh man, he's having fun with this. The fact that, I mean, you get the idea now of the cosmic gypsies. It's just going to be, you get that, I mean, I get this feeling that it's just going to be, obviously, his verse is going to be all about, he's tied, every single bar is tied in with the next in terms of this, the cosmic space. Again, the friggin' writers over there, man, just friggin' kill me. The imagery that he creates and is able to create with what he's saying here. I mean, he's creating this in my brain as I'm listening to this. I'm seeing this science fiction movie starting to come out. He's talking about drinking whiskey. I can see him sitting in the friggin' bar drinking whiskey. Some freaking weird alien from Pluto gives him this whiskey. I can see him doing it, man. These guys are so incredible.
My mind can't be rescued, I sniff stardust, manufactured off Neptune. I'm the cosmic gypsy, tipsy from plutonian whiskey. This freaky alien from Pluto gives me my soldiers from the solar. Roll on you rapper dreads, like I heard the asteroid Max face, my magnetic space shower. My debris clashes Jupiter, heavyweight powers. All my forces are nuclear, so keep your cursed distance. Feel when I snap like a Venus penis trap from Mercury and back. I'm known by the kingpins in drug rings of Saturn. You mess with this space.
It's like Venus penis fly trap. The rings, the drug rings of Saturn. Like, man, lyrical friggin' genius.
Is a nuclear, so keep your cursed distance. Feel when I snap like a Venus penis trap from Mercury and back. I'm known by the kingpins in drug rings of Saturn. You mess with this space fog and something's gotta happen. So grab the Southern Cross if that's any constellations. Some space stations sell shit from Uranus, but they get demolished.
Some space stations sell shit from Uranus.
Any constellations, some space stations sell shit from Uranus, but they get demolished by the interstellar famous spaceman type from a section that's nameless. I'm the cosmic gypsy, welcome to my kingdom. The space is my wife and these planets are my children.
In my capsule, that's true.
Did you say the space is my wife and these stars are my children? Did I catch that? Hang on, I want to hear that again.
Welcome to my kingdom. The space is my wife and these planets are my children.
In my capsule, that's true. Green escape pod, floating on through the velvet robes of some god. Radio is gone dead and navigate.
Okay, so I'm thinking this guy doesn't sound familiar, so I'm thinking this is Braintax.
The space is my wife and these planets are my children.
In my capsule, that's true. Green escape pod, floating on through the velvet robes of some god. Radio is gone dead and navigate past the plow, feel ecstatic. Like, hey bro, look at me now. Rough course traveling, infinite space palace. Open wonder face with aurora borealis type light shows. Diamonds where I tread on space carpet. Volcanic Erebus, brooding in the Antarctic. Show me a sign, a dock for the interplanetary flea market. Buy a frozen apple, I'll preserve for the shower when your ship gets hit. Burning up, I remember Earth chewing on the pips. Your lasers can't touch my track and I'm star synced with universal underground backing. The moon hopping massive and the cloud steppers, Plutonians, Saturnites, guided by satellites. My stellar compass is energy and mind state. Emit solar power, O2 and gyrate. Stay adrift, ocean sound of 4 ships. Sail my galleon, caravan timeline trips.
Pharma, stargazer, interstellar space chase, asteroid belt, waistline, lunar man, ace, universal super.
Did you hear the way the freaking Pharma comes in on this track? Okay, I'm not just saying this because obviously there's some shit around Braintax and all that kind of stuff, but having him come in second after that Chester P verse would be like having an open mic and some amateur comes out of the crowd and he has to follow Dave Chappelle on the stage, man, because Chester P just absolutely straight out murdered that verse, hands down, just freaking killed it. And I was still high off that verse, and then that Braintax verse was very underwhelming, and I don't know if it would have been as underwhelming if it hadn't come right after Chester P's verse. Nothing really jumped out at me from it at all. And then the very first handful of bars that Pharma drops, again, just demolishes that. Like, he's already set the standard of what he's going to do in that verse, man. The way he comes on this track is just ridiculous. His cadence, his rhyme schemes is wonderful.
Mind state.
Gotta bring it back a little bit.
Underground backing the when your ship gets hit, burning up. I remember Earth chewing on the pips. Your lasers can't touch my track and I'm star synced with universal underground backing. The moon hopping massive and the cloud steppers, Plutonians, Saturnites, guided by satellites. My stellar compass is energy and mind state. Emit solar power, O2 and gyrate. Stay adrift, ocean sound of 4 ships. Sail my galleon, caravan timeline trips.
Pharma, stargazer, interstellar space chase, asteroid belt, waistline, lunar man, ace, universal supernovas, guide to the galaxy, hitchhiking, time bandit, seeking ET. Sleep.
All those friggin', he slipped in so much there. He makes mention of ET, he makes mention of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And I like how he did it. He flipped it up. He flipped it around. The Hitchhiker's Guide. Talking about the guide to the universe, and he just brings it down hitchhiking after that. That was pretty sweet.
Gaze at interstellar space chase, asteroid belt, waistline, lunar man, ace, universal supernovas, guide to the galaxy, hitchhiking, time bandit, seeking ET.
Time Bandits too. I didn't catch that the first time. God damn.
Universal supernovas, guide to the galaxy, hitchhiking, time bandit, seeking ET. Sleepwalker in the stars, spirits of the skies, astrology reborn, with Taurus by my side. I free celestial latitude, sliding down black holes. My hemisphere magic brings spaceman snow. Stardust, soar, great blouse, sky harvest, satellite demolition, chicken runs with a TARDIS. My Starship Enterprise.
Chicken run with a TARDIS?
Sky harvest, satellite demolition, chicken runs with a TARDIS. My Starship Enterprise is interplanetary with big banging theories from here to Pleiades. This summer.
Man, friggin' Pharma is. So he's dropping so just so much stuff on this verse, man. I can't even keep track of it all. I definitely can't pause it every time, because every friggin' bar he's making mention of some friggin' pulp culture, science fiction movie or show or book.
Sky harvest, satellite demolition, chicken runs with a TARDIS. My Starship Enterprise is interplanetary with big banging theories from here to Pleiades. This summer solstice countdown to be solar. The moon's in the 9th house, an old star order. Angular planets descending from their birthplace, in tune with the infinite, desirable skyscrape. A cosmical period, the cycle of heaven. The biology of God, I tied a ribbon in the sky. Atmospheric radiation, technological meltdown. Orbiting planets for elemental powers found. My head's buried in volumes of space encyclopedia. Supernature creatures, Pharma star healer. I watched the autumn equinox, then burnt that titan. I bathe in moon rays that feel totally enlightened. In love with the stars, seduced by the zodiac. Spaceman type, Pharma's universal map.
Man, bigs up to Pharma, man. Holy crap. What an incredible verse. That's my favorite Pharma verse, hands down, man. That's friggin' amazing. I mean, I haven't heard a bunch from him, but from what I have, this is an absolutely amazing verse, man. Wow. And he's on here with two of the greatest that ever did it. And he's held his... He's shown that he deserves to be on this track, man. Well done.
Spaceman type, Pharma's universal map.
Lion of the Zodiac, know me as the zoomorphic messenger who orbits the regular star, Northern Nebula, storm cloud dweller, moon boot stepping on the interstellar path, letter trail of the lexicon, alphabet soup.
All right, Jehst. I don't know if I'm ready for this. If his verse is anything on the same level as Chester P's verse on this, and
Morphic messenger who orbits the regular star, Northern Nebula, storm cloud dweller, moon boot stepping on the interstellar path, letter trail of the lexicon, alphabet soup, dragon, spacesuit, sentinel, keeper of the stargate, my soul stays chemical, fold space in several places, zero gravitational fields, the stars plow my acres, I'm weightless now, in Mother Nature's imagination, escape the stasis.
I'm weightless now in Mother Nature's imagination. Oh my God.
Space chemical, fold space in several places, zero gravitational fields, the stars plow my acres, I'm weightless now, in Mother Nature's imagination, escape the stasis of carbonite preservation, I occupy lunar bases, in moon craters.
There was a shout out to Star Wars there.
The stars plow my acres, I'm weightless now, in Mother Nature's imagination, escape the stasis of carbonite preservation, I occupy lunar bases, in moon craters, that shield me from meteor storms and new dangers, cosmos conquistador crusaders, and space age saber-toothed tiger soothsayers, explore.
No, it's not even fair, man, how good this guy is. He's just... I can't even explain. The way he's putting together his verse is just remarkable.
In moon craters that shield me from meteor storms and new dangers. Cosmos conquistador crusaders and space age saber-toothed tiger soothsayers explore the dunes.
Where else are you gonna hear that, man? Seriously. There's a handful of dudes, and 3 of them are on this track. You're not gonna hear. Maybe throw Ed on there. Maybe throw Jam. Where else are you gonna hear that type of bar? Like,
moon craters that shield me from meteor storms and new dangers. Cosmos conquistador crusaders and space age saber-toothed tiger soothsayers explore the dunes. We move with the spice miners, precise science, black holes and white giants, psychic net runners and android headhunters, cyberpunk spongy jumping off the third rock, mixing Smirnoff with dandelion and burdock, moon juice sipping stepchildren of the earth gods. My home's at heavens. I fell back to earth where electric sheep feed on the astroturf. I surf the network. And burdock, moon juice sipping stepchildren of the earth gods. My home's at heavens. I fell back to earth where electric sheep feed on the astroturf. I surf the network and my skin turned silver. Metallic anatomy, the space pro builder, rainbow conceiver. I'm bleeding mercury, caught in a time warp, and all I see is burgundy. My fingertips glisten, gripping crystallized flowers. Red and green sparkle, marvel at the powers. Asteroid showers, interplanetary rainfall. Brainstorm color charts, the cosmic paintball. The mega blast, travel on the Battlestar Galactica. Jehst, the invalid who infiltrated Gattaca. I'm the cosmic gypsy, welcome to my kingdom. The space is my wife and these planets are my children. I'm the cosmic gypsy, welcome to my kingdom. The space is my wife and these planets are my children. Gypsy, welcome to my kingdom. The space is my wife and these planets are my children. I'm the cosmic gypsy, welcome to my kingdom. The space is my wife and these planets are my children.
I don't even really know what to say at this point. But I didn't say during the video, man. An absolute friggin' masterpiece in every sense of the word, man. The guys, man. And I'm not going to shit all over Braintax because, like I said in the video, it's when you have Chester, Pharma, and Jehst just absolutely murder a track. I mean, I know there's not a lot of, I shouldn't say not a lot of, there's some people who really love Eminem and some people who don't. But 99.9% of the time, if you put Eminem, if Eminem comes on your track as a guest artist, he makes you look foolish. He just murders his verse. Very few people that I've listened to, very few cats have been able to keep up with them on a track. And that's how I feel about this one, man. Pharma held his own against, or sorry, not against, but Pharma held his own alongside two of the very best who have ever done it in UK hip hop and who continue to do it in UK hip hop. Man, mad love for this song. Absolutely beautiful. Apologize it took so long to get to it. Hey man, perfect way to start the week. Glad you all can be here with me for this. One thing I want to talk about really quick, you can actually let me know in the comments. I'm thinking about trying something. We're almost at 950, just insane to me. But I'm thinking about doing a live high focus listening party when I hit 1,000. Thought we could sit around, listen to some music, celebrate reaching that milestone. I thought it'd be pretty cool. Let me know if you're interested. If it's something you want to do, let me know. And if it is something you want to do, I know the time is different over here. So, let me know what time of night over there would work perfectly for you guys, and then I'll make it work over here. So thank you everyone for stopping by. I love each and every one of y'all. Keep the likes coming, the subs, the comments, the recs. I'll get around to them eventually. Until next time, stay safe and be good to each other.